Fans continue to mourn the loss of actor Tim Conway. He died yesterday morning in Los Angeles after battling a long-time illness. There's now a growing memorial. This is at his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Conway was known for co-starring on The Carol Burnett Show and was the voice of Barnacle Boy on SpongeBob SquarePants. Carol Burnett released a statement saying, quote, "I cherish the times we had together both on the screen and off. He will be in my heart forever." Tim Conway was 85 years old. Well, tomorrow night, I know, we say goodbye to Sheldon and the gang, the brainiacs on The Big Bang Theory who have made us laugh over the last 12 years. The show is known for making being a nerd cool. And I happen to have one of those nerds in the family. My brother-in-law, Eric Christian, has a PhD in astrophysics from Caltech, just like the character Sheldon Cooper. I talked to him to hear his take on the series finale.
I like the fact that they're sort of going out on top, that they're not continuing the show past where, they really need to. That you've got to respect them for doing that.
Not jumping the shark is one of several things I think the writers, producers, and cast of The Big Bang Theory deserve respect for. But perhaps the biggest thing is the notion of making nerds, like my brainiac brother-in-law, cool. Eric Christian, who is an astrophysicist, took time from his job at the Goddard Space Center in Maryland to talk to me about the characters on Big Bang Theory. And it apparently takes a few real ones to make the fictional scientists genuine. Eric worked on a project for a few months in Antarctica with the UCLA professor David Saltzberg, who is the science advisor for The Big Bang Theory.
And he goes around to places like UCLA, Caltech, other places in Southern California, and actually copies things off of whiteboards from the hallways and stuff to make sure that he's accurately displaying what is happening in the real world.
Another personal connection Eric has with The Big Bang Theory is the real scientists who have made appearances on the show over the years, including Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking I met when I was a graduate student. Kip Thorne was the thesis advisor for a friend of mine. And George Smoot I worked with on a project called Astromag that was going to be on the space station. So it's really fun to see people I know appear on TV.
And it's going to be the real life scientists continuing the work of the fictional nerds that will help geeks maintain their rock star status long after The Big Bang Theory goes off the air.
If you look at the tech industry that's coming out of California, it's nerds that have mostly started it, starting from, Microsoft, Bill Gates. Most of us go into science because we love solving puzzles. There are people who have actually turned that solving puzzles into real commercial successes, and that's good for nerds.
He is adorable, Sherry.
And I love how he embraces the nerd status.
Yeah. You have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a gift. I mean, it is a blessing to be able to have a brain like that.
How about that?
It really is.
And he goes around and he talks to classes and students, right? And he was asked one time, "Are you a nerd?" And he said, I have a good job that allows me to have a nice house and car.
Sure.
I have a wonderful wife and children. If I'm a nerd, bring it on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Being a nerd pays well.
It sure does. And Eric is actually going to be in Pasadena for Memorial Day and will reunite with many of his Caltech squad. So I told him to take pictures and share them with us, and we'll do a follow-up to The Big Bang Theory finale.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Everybody getting geared up for that. Let's talk a little bit about the Susquehanna River, because there's some minor concerns here this morning. It's riding high. If you've driven by the river at all lately, you've probably looked at it, oh, it's looking pretty good. Well, right now it is cresting right at Action Stage in both Harrisburg and in Marietta. So just above Action Stage, really. We're not talking about any flooding concerns. And the good news is the river will recede back below Action Stage by later on this afternoon. So while it is riding high, we don't have any major flood concerns, thankfully. And the other good news is that we're shutting off the rain valve, at least for the most part. We've got some sunshine in your forecast for today. Future radar does pick up on this weak little wave that wants to come through here, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So evening plans tonight, don't be surprised if you do have to just dodge a quick shower. And some of those could linger into very early tomorrow morning. But by and large, the pattern is not only warmer, but it's also drier, and plenty of sunshine back in your forecast for today. Just have to watch out for that quick isolated shower during the evening hours tonight. Winds right now are relatively calm. They will be coming out of the northwest later on this afternoon as that little wave of energy pushes through at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So it is going to be a lot warmer today, up near 70. But thanks to that northwest breeze, you still might at least need the light jacket or sweatshirt for the outdoor plans. 72 tomorrow. Friday's our next best chance to see a thunderstorm, but they're going to be very hit or miss. And then Saturday and Sunday, you notice a warming trend. So this is what we like to see after what has been a really, really cool start. We had 3 straight days in the 50s. There you go. In terms of severe weather on Friday, I don't think we're really under the gun at all. I mentioned those hit or miss thunderstorms. Any severe weather right now, 1 on a category of a scale of 1 to 5, and that would only be in southwest PA. So I think we'll be okay, even if we do see a couple of isolated thunderstorms on Friday. In the meantime, for today, some sunshine. Look for a little bit more in terms of cloud cover second half of the day. And again, as I mentioned, that isolated shower popping up during the evening hours, but much drier today. Certainly warmer with that high getting up to 70. Cool overnight tonight, not down into the 40s though, down into the 50s with a low down to 52. And here's the rest of your first warning 7-day forecast. So that isolated thunderstorm popping up on Friday. Right now, weekend looks okay and it looks dry. Let's hope that holds. 70s on Saturday, up to 80 degrees on Sunday.
Negotiations over a disaster relief bill continues. What lawmakers in Washington, D.C. are arguing about and what the president is demanding.